matchup today. Rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. The Washington State Cougars and the with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the Boise State head coach pregame. One of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Guys?
Holly, thank you. And the Broncos ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Washington State's offense will have the football first. A rivalry game like this, they'd love to get off to a good start. Guys, the last time they met, they were trading haymakers with each other.
They sure were. You could really tell in that game how much this rivalry meant to the players. They were exhausted, David. That game was back and forth. Neither of these teams want to lose because you don't want to hear about it for an entire offseason, and you know they're going to be playing with some fire today.
And you hear about it from the fans every time you lose. You hear about it constantly. It matters. Heard about it with Jesse Palmer in the Georgia-Florida rivalry. It was a big-time deal. They're going to be playing with emotion. Who can handle that emotion early, get settled in, and throw that first punch?
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. Right back to the well. He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazzu a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL
conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback changing the play. Going to the running game. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Using his feet. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Hands it off on the counter. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
The Broncos offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Here's the bruising running back, Jordan Davison. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, it's been a lot of fun to see this running back put up events like this yet. This is his first real test of the season. He's going to have to be tough. He's going to have to break tackles, have great contact balance, and you got to hold on to the ball. We know this defense prides itself on creating fumbles and causing havoc, so we'll find out just how good this guy really is after this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play.
Flying out to the left. The 40, the 30, running inside the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Broncos.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Gets it to the back. Open space at the 25. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got it behind the line. It's Little.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Washington State going back to work on first down. Right side, it's Bowman. Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Using his legs, it's Voorhees. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Offense gets set for second down. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Pulls and fired complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Searching for the fourth down conversion, Washington State comes to the line. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Quarterback keeper. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wazzu! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Washington State 14, Boise State 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Gets the back moving. Big fullback's got it. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, a lot of space. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
The offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy.
Caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Voorhees. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wazzu headed to the line with another first down. Handoff to the single back. Got enough for the first down. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Line gets set, first down. The handoff. Fighting off the defender. Here's a little room there. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Recycle that down marker. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. On the move. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Washington State.
Who can be the most physical team? That's what I love about this offense. Back-to-back plays, make no bones about it. And they trusted their offensive line. They're going to run the football, and the defense couldn't answer.
That's what I like the best about that play call, David, is just the patience, right? You're going to stick to the run. Yeah, you got stopped earlier, but you're trusting this offensive line to get the push necessary, and your running back to find a tiny crease to get into the end zone. So being physical down here at this area of the field, so important. Nice play call as well to stick with.
And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Motion from the wideout. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he's brought down after a short gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Lets it fly. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. They stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got some space. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. Wazzu eager to pay off this red zone trip. Out wide right, it's Bowman. Makes the catch and he's free. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
Timeout taken by Boise State. 2nd time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. They want to run this quarterback. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. The Cougars are in the hurry-up. On the move. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to...
Let's it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The misconnection leaves him with a 3rd down. Cuts it upfield. It's Davison. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the move. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the 1st down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Fresh center downs going to the air. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Oh, pressure's coming. Took care of it himself. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Western Kentucky, taking on the number 23 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Hilltoppers in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game in Boise. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these?
Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. Coming out with it, it's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Hey guys, Boise State's head coach told me at the half they have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the third quarter with some more momentum, and he said, we can't worry about the win streak, we just have to worry about doing our job. Reese?
All right, Holly. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll ride him again. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Maybe a crease. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside, it's Davison. Breaks into the open. He's stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
On the move, it's Davison. Hard running there. Wide open spaces. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Boise State.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that? Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit hole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the Washington State sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Going to the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Swings it out to the flat. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the knee. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right side, it's Bowman. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the outside. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Running the red zone. It's Voorhees. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the...
Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Washington State. And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready, go. Ready, go.
On the ground with the counter. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Running inside, it's Davison. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's left.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. all the way back to the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Follows his blocks. It's Voorhees. Swapped immediately.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. We got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. To the fourth, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looks as if he's going to run it. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Takes the easy one to the back. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Washington State has it all working right now. Quick give. It's Voorhees. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Washington State going back to work on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll need a bunch on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. And on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
Might as well give it to him again. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Using his legs, it's Voorhees. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Boise State, 21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. All wideouts, no backs. Drops back on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Heaves it on the run. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that was. They'll try to get it through the air. It's caught downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and he stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab on the right. Touchdown, Broncos! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Cougars sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. That one's not even close.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
Long way to go on second down. There he goes. Past the 6. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Ball is loose.
And, man, And that's tough. As a defense, you're celebrating your offense. We're about to go take the lead. We're about to go win this game late in the fourth quarter, and then they force the turnover. Now we got to go make them look good. Get off the sideline, change your mindset, go make a play, get the ball back to your offense.
Wants to throw one first. Throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Got a man. It's Brown. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Tight end finds a soft spot.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Finds a man in the middle.
So late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And he's just going to spike it.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's looking to pass. Rush right in his face. Caught. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. And it's a sack. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because on this drive, they'll go for it on fourth down. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He wants to throw it. Moving out to the right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have